Yo no sé qué, de qué. ¿Por qué? Ajá.
Pero bueno, no hice ni enojo entonces.
No, no, ni siquiera, digo, no lo había visto, Netita.
There is one other caller on the call.
Hi Sam.
Hi, Kishore, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks. So ready to start. Ready to pound request.
Yeah.
Netita, voy a comenzar una conferencia.
Vale, bye.
Dale, ok, bye. Okay, just give me a second to log out from the Skype, please. Well, so I think we are done. Now recording. Yes. Okay, ready, my friend?
Yeah, okay. So you're discussing about the TLPs today.
Yeah. Still having the session.
Yeah. So if you go back again to the same screen. So this is the TLP view. First we need to go to the header level as a transportation lane. And then choose destination and source locations. So this is what we have chosen. So these are the deployment orders. So we converted into TLB orders. So in the TLB profile we have maintained a minimum and maximum size. So based on that it will convert into a TLB orders. So either two ways. Either you can convert here by manually. By converting into entire quantity or run a TLB.
Okay.
So when you start the TLB, all the orders will be converted into TLB orders. So here the first order was having with the quantity some 16,000 something. Then it was converted into 3 orders, because the maximum size here we have mentioned 5000, so it has divided and converted into different orders. So
Okay.
remaining it was maintained on the same. Okay.
Mhm.
So once we convert this one, we can save and send into the
Just please hold on here.
ECC system.
Hold on there, please. Hold on.
Yeah.
So I want to apport some statements regarding this. How can I say it? Event. So we have all the plan orders or stock transfer orders, because we are talking about the transport low builder. Those
Okay.
all of these select orders means that they are the orders that we can include in one transport lane.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Right.
Well, then one of so what makes the production order or planned order is assign a resource, the PDS, or I don't know, here is PDS or PPMs or something like this. Is that correct?
It will
Yeah.
not PDS are no. Because these are not a production orders. These are all just purchase requisitions or a
Yeah.
deployment orders.
Yeah.
It's between two locations.
Exactly. That's where I came
So
from.
this will not assign to any PDS or PPMs.
Exactly. There. Yeah. It's just an analogy. What I want to know is,
Yes.
is similar. The planet orders were assigned to a resource because they were included in a PDS. How did you know this?
Yes.
The stock transfer orders were assigned to certain transport lane or a vehicle. I don't know. I can say.
Okay. You're saying
My question
once
is
it converted into
yes.
So if you have a 2-3 transportation lanes, which one it was converted and how you will come to know. That is what you want to know, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So in any route there will be a one lane. Means from the source to the destination you will have only one route. Means one transportation lane only, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So if you have a 2-3 trucks, then yeah, you have a good question, right? If that the case will come only into the picture when you have a 2-3 transportation
Mm-hmm.
like if you have a means of transport, 2-3 means of transports, then you will have a which transport means of transport you are using, that you will come to know. But here if you have only one means of transport, then you will have one lane. Means the only one truck will be going into that location. But if you are correct, like if you have a 2-3 trucks,
Mm-hmm.
then which one it will choose? I think here that is based on the, it will choose based on the profile you will assign here. Even though you have a 2-3 trucks, but you will be maintaining only one profile. So that profile you will be maintaining in the transportation lane, where so here it is assigned a transportation profile.
Okay.
So by default it will assign this, it will pick this one only. There is no chances of picking any other transportation profiles.
Okay, but one transport or transportation profile, uh, it might be assigned to several transport or vehicles, something like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But here in this case, we have only one, so there is no issue. So, but automatic the system would execute the planning room SNAP, so or assign it. But what if you have
Yeah, here
more
there
than
is,
one?
right, here, uh, yeah, if you have a same profile, if you have to different transportation lanes and how it will pick. So that, once again, we'll so generally that question will come in the TPVS. When they implement TPVS, it will club all the routes together. Then you need to define different routes. So
Oh,
based on that route, it will define. That is what a TPVS module will do.
okay, no problem, no problem. So we
So
can
yeah,
discuss in
in that
another.
one,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
in the TPVS they will have a different routes. If you have a 5 customers, so it will pick all the 5 customers together and it will run. Yeah. So
No.
here maybe
Mm-hmm.
if you run all together different customers,
Yeah.
so it may choose.
Okay, no problem. So,
Well, let's see.
but anyhow,
Let's see.
okay.
Here yesterday it was not ran because the transportation planner I have defined. Some 201 I have defined here.
Because the
But the
transport.
same planner should
Uh huh.
transportation planner,
Uh huh.
same planner you have to define in the product location, then only it will pick. So
Uh,
here you have a transportation planners.
okay.
So if here you have maintained blank, but in the job I just mentioned some 201, that's why it was not picking. When you maintain 201, then here if you mention 201, then the same should be maintained here.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this is useful when you want to run all 201 plan product together into one shipment. Then you can run as a planner.
And what value you enter there in
Yeah,
the
this is
transportation
possible. You,
value?
uh-huh.
Okay, continue. You're showing me
One second.
yeah, I was asking what value you entered there to make it works.
No, I didn't mention here now because
Oh,
yesterday I was mentioned 201. So if you mention any value here, that value should be maintained here. In the product master, in the transportation planner, it should be maintained here. Then only it will pick. So
any,
if here
any,
if I
okay,
mention 201 and then here if I run with the 201, then it will pick that material.
okay, okay, okay.
Okay, this will be used if you want to club 2-3 products together, so which are all maintained planner as a 201. Like that, you can club all different products as a one shipment based on this transportation planner.
Okay.
Second, yeah, one more thing we got it out here, the palette, right? Here it was not picking. Let me go into the TLB profile. So it was not picking these palettes as a, if you maintain here as a volume, it was picking. It is picking if you maintain as a volume. That was a issue we faced yesterday. from the screen as a display. Now we'll run a TLB run again with the two locations together.
Okay.
Yeah, your question is that if you give 2-3 products together, then it should club that one. But I will check that one. But here it is converting for the 80. It is not converting?
Yeah. See, I don't want to take it apart of the schedule. So if you fancy, we can
Yeah.
back to the schedule and we can do this discussion later. So, well.
Yeah, sure,
Yes,
sure. Only the topic I will just check and let you know if we can club 2-3 products together or not. Okay.
Okay.
In one TLB shipment. So, but this is the
Or vice versa.
way you can do.
Because you might have one how can I say it? So you can load that product in more than one truck. So you can use to deliver one
Right.
product in one truck, or you can use to deliver other truck. Similar products, you have several versions. You might have three
Right.
versions, and each version might appoint to other work center. Let's see. But here, so I just wonder how the system or the heuristic makes for to decide what what transport lane to use or what truck to use. But anyhow, it doesn't matter. We can see later, so we can back to the schedule.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine.
Yeah. So that we'll see later. So, but yeah. So this is the way you can convert the TLB orders. Once you convert into TLB, then here there is an option you can send to a OLTP system. So here, based on that, it will be sending to the ECC system. So these TLB orders will go into the ECC system as a sales orders, and then they come back here and updates as a sales orders. So here you have a TLB order now. Once it went to the AP system and come back, then it will update with the sales order number. Okay, that is not possible here because this shift to party has to be configured. All the settings has to be done in ECC system in the SD module. Then only that is possible. Okay. Yeah. So coming to the next topic, that this one. Queue management.
Hold on, please. So, okay. This is queue management is part of the SIF.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay. So let's talk tomorrow about this. So I think we can stop by today because I want to record this for Transport Low Builder, and we can start tomorrow. Is that okay?
Okay. Well, yeah, that's fine. Before that, there is one more setting required. Whenever you transfer this TLB orders into ECC system, okay, this is a ship to party. So in ECC, a sales order will create based on ship to party and sold to party and a sales organization and a division. All these settings is required. But when this TLB order going to the ECC system, this TLB order we do not have any sold to party assigned or any sales organization or a division is assigned here because we are not using those settings.
Okay.
But when it is going to the ECC system, which one it should pick, which sales order it should pick, which sales organization it should pick, which division it should pick, that setting we have to define in the ECC system.
And they are not defined here. Okay.
Yeah. So if we go into the normal sales order, you will create through VS01. So here you need to define an order type, and you have to give a sales organization and division, so distribution channel and division.
Okay.
Okay, and when you enter, this is not assigned here. Maybe.
Well, so.
This is yeah. So these generally settings are required. Distribution channel divisions. Yeah. For any sales order.
Yeah.
So, and you have to mention this sold to party and ship to party. But in APO we have only ship to party assigned and material we have and quantity we have. That's it. So all this information how it will pick here is in the pro setting in the ECC system. PRO. Integration with other system in that one, APO planning, advanced planning optimizer, that is APO you have to choose and go to the basic settings here. So an application specific settings and enhancements here, you will be seeing some sales order and setting for enhancements for sales orders because we are picking sales orders. And then this one, VMI here, assign a sales area and order type. Click on here. So here you need to maintain here these settings. So customer, that is a sold to party here, not a ship to party, sold to party you have to mention, and which plant, sales organization and division, this division, and here the order type you have to mention. So once you define these settings, order type will be different, whether it is a OR type or any different type you have to maintain, that you have to maintain here. Which order type is. So once you maintain, this is for the sold to party. So when it is coming from APO, from APO it will generally comes as a ship to party. In the APO location, we have maintained sold to party and ship to party relationship.
Okay, let's do that.
LOS, yeah.
Yeah, I want to ask something. Do you think it's possible to make
sure.
a testing for full life cycle from SNAP to ACC and then back to APO?
Okay.
Only one problem.
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow I will do the settings in ECC system, the ship to party settings.
Fine.
Is the same ship to party we need to create and assign to yes sold to party. Okay, that I will create and come back.
Can we see tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
Fine. Thank you.
Okay, right. Then see you tomorrow.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, bye-bye.